Welcome to Legends of the Flame, where guardian dragons watch over the night and every story is told in calm and quiet light. Tonight, our journey carries us to the far northern mountains, where winter has ruled for longer than memory can measure, where snow falls without hurry and silence settles across the world like a soft white blanket. Many travelers believe these mountains have always been empty, but those who listen, not only with their ears, but with peaceful hearts, know that someone has always been watching. Long before villages were built, before roads crossed the valley, before maps gave names to frozen peaks, there lived a guardian dragon whose watch never ended. His name was Frostwarden of the North. Unlike dragons of fire, or thunder, or deep forests, Frostwarden carried no blazing light. His gift was stillness. His presence brought quiet. Where he rested, winter became gentle. Snow settled softly. The northern winds slowed their restless wandering. Even the stars above seemed to shine a little longer. No one knew exactly how old Frostwarden was. Some believed he had watched 10,000 winters. Others believed he had been born with the very first snowfall. The dragon himself never counted the years. He counted only the snowfalls, each one unique, each one beautiful, each one remembered. Every evening, before twilight faded into night, Frostwarden climbed to a broad stone overlooking the endless white valleys below. It had become his favorite place, not because it was the highest peak, but because from there he could see nearly every corner of his peaceful realm. Frozen rivers curved through silver forests, snow-covered pines stretched toward distant mountains, small lakes slept beneath smooth sheets of ice. Everything rested, everything breathed slowly, everything belonged exactly where it was. The dragon lowered himself onto the ancient stone, wrapped his long tail around its edge, folded his wings close against the cold, and simply watched. There was never any hurry. The mountains had all the time in the world, so did he. Soon, the first snowflakes of evening began to fall. They drifted through the quiet air without sound. Some landed upon his horns. Others settled gently along his silver scales. Many melted, many remained. Frostwarden welcomed everyone, because no snowfall was ever exactly like the last. Some winters brought tiny crystals that sparkled beneath moonlight. Some brought broad flakes that drifted almost lazily. Others seemed to dance, twisting and turning as though carried by invisible songs. The dragon noticed them all, not because he needed to, because he loved to. Every snowfall told its own quiet story, and Frostwarden remembered each one. As centuries passed, the northern forest slowly changed. Young pine trees reached toward the sky. Older cedars gently bowed beneath the weight of countless winters. Rock faces became smoother. Streams slowly carved new paths through ancient stone. Nothing stayed exactly the same, yet nothing was ever truly lost. Because the dragon remembered. He remembered where the first birch tree had grown. He remembered the winter when an entire valley sparkled beneath frozen mist. He remembered the moon that once appeared larger than any before. His memories became part of the mountain themselves, like snow resting upon stone, quiet, patient, enduring. Sometimes he closed his golden eyes and simply listened, not for voices, not for danger, only for winter itself. The whisper of distant wind, the soft settling of fresh snow, the gentle creak of ancient ice. Each sound belonged exactly where it should. One peaceful evening, the northern sky offered one of its rarest gifts. Soft curtains of green and blue light slowly awakened above the mountains. The aurora shimmered across the heavens, moving so gracefully that it almost seemed alive. Frostwarden lifted his eyes. He had watched his dance 1,000 times. Yet, tonight, he admired it just as deeply as the first, because wonder never grows old when the heart remains open. The lights reflected across frozen lakes. They shimmered upon fields of untouched snow. They danced across the dragon's silver scales for many quiet hours. The mountains glowed beneath the northern sky. Neither the aurora nor the dragon needed an audience. Beauty exists whether anyone sees it or not. The moon slowly climbed higher. The snowfall became softer. The world grew quieter still. Frostwarden breathed slowly. Each breath formed gentle clouds that drifted into the cold night. His heartbeat matched the peaceful rhythm of winter itself. Slow, steady, calm. Sometimes small white owls perched upon nearby stones. Snow foxes curled into warm hollows beneath pine trees. Mountain hares rested beneath evergreen branches. None feared the great guardian. They had known him for generations beyond counting. To them, he was simply part of the mountain, as constant as snow, as dependable as sunrise, as peaceful as moonlight. There were evenings when snow fell at all. Those nights carried their own quiet beauty. Stars filled the heavens from horizon to horizon. The frozen world shimmered beneath silver light. Every crystal of ice reflected tiny pieces of the sky. Frostwarden watched patiently. Even stillness changes. Clouds slowly drift, stars quietly turn. The moon continues its endless journey. Nothing truly stands still. Everything simply moves very gently. That thought always brought him comfort. Life did not need to rush. The mountains had never hurried. Neither should those who visit them. As another peaceful winter drew towards its close, the first signs of spring quietly approached, not with loud celebration, but with tiny changes. The daylight lingered just a little longer. The wind softened. Snow became brighter beneath the morning sun. Frostwarden noticed every small difference. He welcomed them all. Because he knew winter never truly disappeared. It simply rested until its time returned. Every season deserved its moment. Every snowfall had its place. Every ending carried the promise of another beginning. And so, the guardian never clung to yesterday. He simply remembered it with gratitude, with peace, with quiet joy. Perhaps that is why the northern mountains have always felt so calm. Not because they never change, but because someone remembers every beautiful moment they have shared. Every snowfall, every sunrise, every quiet evening beneath the stars. Nothing beautiful is ever truly forgotten. Not while someone remembers. And somewhere, high above the frozen valleys, upon an ancient stone overlooking the peaceful world, Frostwarden of the North still keeps his timeless watch. Silver scales dusted with fresh snow, golden eyes reflecting the moon, patient as the mountains, gentle as falling snow, remembering every single winter, one peaceful snowfall at a time. As your breath grows slower and the quiet of this northern realm settles gently around you, perhaps you too can imagine soft snow drifting through the night, each snowflake carrying away another busy thought, until only stillness remains. A calm heart, a peaceful mind, and the comforting feeling that somewhere beyond the frozen mountains, a beautiful guardian still watches over the silent north, remembering every snowfall until morning. And as the night grows still, the guardians continue their watch, and their light remains with you until morning. If you enjoy calm dragon legends and quiet guardian stories, subscribe to Legends of the Flame and return again for another tale from the realms where the dragons still watch.